Is brought to you by CFU, the power of service.
The UNI Panther Softball team gets the season started with a home tournament inside the UNI-Dome February 10th, 11th, and 12th. UNI was recently selected as the favorites to win the MVC Regular season crown after winning the title a season ago. The Panthers return many of their top producers, but will be without last year's Conference Player of the Year, Emmy Wells, who will miss the season due to injury. Here's more on this year's Panthers as they start the 2023 season.
When I took over the program 16 years ago, this is where we wanted to be. So we have to be grateful that we got to where we wanted to be. We got to a position where 2 years in a row you can be voted as, number one preseason and been able to stay there. And that's special. It says a lot about what we're doing here, what our kids are doing, and we're recruiting the right people, and we have the right people in place on the staff.
The Panthers' preseason respect came in the selection as the favorite to win the Missouri Valley Conference, as well as having 4 players selected to the All-MVC preseason team. Hitters on the list include Emmy Wells, last year's Player of the Year, Maya Dodge, the Valley Freshman of the Year, and Madison Parks, a second-team selection in 2022.
It was a few years ago that we tweaked everything, and we made a change to something that was already pretty good. I think that's the key to being a good offensive team, is challenging them and finding a new way. I can already see some of the things that we adjusted 3 years ago, it's becoming too easy for them, and we've got to start kind of pushing the issue on some other things. But now we can do it from an individual standpoint.
Taylor Hogan, a first-team All-Conference pick last year, also returns for a strong UNI offense, an offense that will need to replace last year's Player of the Year, as Emmy Wells will miss the season due to injury.
It's different than graduating the Player of the Year. Emmy's still around. Emmy's helping people. She's done a great job of transitioning other catchers, helping them understand what that role needs, helping the pitchers understand, it's not the same.
UNI's pitching staff had 2 All-Conference performers a season ago. Samantha Heyer was a second-team All-MVC pick, and Kaylin Packard was first-team All-MVC and named to the MVC preseason team.
It's not like we're saying do more, just continue to do what you've done. She's done a great job. She's a competitor. I know sometimes her competitiveness gets the best of her in her own mind, but when it comes to just on the field competing against another team and competing for her teammates, there's nobody better. Sammy stepped up and did a great job last year. I think we saw the beginning of it, and now we're seeing what she can really be, and I think she's seeing what she can really be, and so that's exciting.
UNI hosts the Doc Halverson Classic in the UNI-Dome February 10th through the 12th, before a month and a half on the road.